Hello everyone, it is Darkseeker here again, and welcome to another video. This time we are focusing on Tempo Mage on the Wild Mode ladder. Now, Wild Mode content has been very popular on my channel recently. A lot of viewers requesting more and more Wild Mode content because there isn't much out there. So yeah, we're going to continue that trend, and this is Tempo Mage. Now, you've got your standard spells here that you'd like to play in a Tempo Mage. You know, one copy of Arcane Blast, Frostbolts, Fireballs, and so on. Notice though, only one copy of Arcane Blast and there are no Arcane Missiles. Well, there are some other interesting additions to this deck which maybe replace some of those more traditional Tempo Mage spells. There is a Polymorph in this deck, really good for big threats. You've got a Sludge Belcher too, good for protecting your face. Arcane Giant, a really big threat that you can play in the late game for cheap, providing you've already played lots of spells. There's Loatheb in this deck as well, and really nice against classes like Freeze Mage, for example, or even other Tempo Mages, stopping them from playing those all-important board clear spells, you know, prior to a Blizzard or prior to a Flamestrike. There is Archmage Antonidas in this deck, comboing with some of your cheap spells, although it's worth noting there aren't many cheap spells in this deck. In other words, you know, we've cut Arcane Missiles in this deck just so we can play some of these other cards. So Antonidas needs to be timed quite carefully, I guess. Ragnaros the Firelord, a good 8 burst damage if you need it. Maybe it will hit face and win you the game. Parted Shredder, yeah, just one copy of the Shredder, similar to just having one copy of Belcher. So this Tempo Mage deck plays a little bit of everything. Let's see if that's a good or a bad thing. And let's have a look at this deck in action on the ladder in Wild Mode. Okay, so going up against a Warlock. Now, generally speaking, I think it's likely to be Zoolock because that's what I face the most on the ladder. But we get the Mana Worm start, and that's so important. Mana Worm, like Tunnel Trog, one of the best 1-drops in the entire game. Okay, this is discard Warlock then. Well, that's interesting. Alright, so we have the Mana Worm start. The Mana Worm is actually able to hit face. And the question next turn is whether we play the Scientist or the Effigy. I mean, Effigy is pretty bad here, right? Because you don't want to get a Mana Worm return, a 1-cost minion put on the board because the Mana Worm dies and it only costs 1. But he's actually getting rid of my Mana Worm for me. He loses the Direwolf Alpha. So we just go with the Scientist here. Now, what's good is we've got the Water Elemental and we have the Azure-Drake. So we can get Effigy value on those cards. And that's where Effigy really becomes worth it. Not with a 1-cost Mana Worm, really no. You don't want a 1-mana minion coming back onto the board. It's just not... It's not value-orientated, right? Maybe in a desperate situation, yes, but not here. And maybe this is where we miss Arcane Missiles in this deck, maybe, because, well, not that we would have drawn it, but maybe we would have, I don't know. So, we have to find a way now. Okay, so he triggers the entity, right? We have to find a way to get a hold of this board, because this Zoolock, or Discard Lock, whatever you want to call him, is just going to be going crazy, just board flooding here. Yeah, he doesn't have any reason to be afraid of AoE just yet, from me. Flamestrike is turn 7 and we've not even drawn it. Abusive Sergeant there, pretty good for him. Notice the nerf on the Abusive Sergeant, it's now 1 attack rather than 2. Okay, interesting. Is he going to trade? Yes, he does. Valuing the board as a good Zoolock should. Yep, valuing the board. Well, I can value the board too. And I can clear the board here. Sorcerer's Apprentice, wonderful card. Just discounting the cost of your spells is so good. And the stats are good too. It's a 3-2 for 2. 3 attacks, so relevant here. So relevant. It trades well with things. It kills things. That's pretty good. Next turn, we have the Azerdrake. I'm not expecting my Sorcerer's Apprentice to survive for very long. He's going to want to get rid of it, right? That's one of the issues against Tempo Mage. They play those cheap spells and bad things happen. Oh, but he got rid of 2 cards, I guess. I should be happy about that. I'm playing the Drake here. Okay, that's good maybe for later against the second Doom Guard, the Polymorph there. I'm playing the Drake. I know it's going to die, because he's probably going to trade. You don't want to leave a spell damage minion up on the board now, do you? No, you don't. So you trade. But it was worth it just to draw the card, even though I lost the Drake. Okay, let's draw some cards. Let's see what we get. Flame Strike, good for later. And do I play... Yeah, I just play the Effigy here. And this is the situation that I wanted to avoid earlier. I spent a lot of time talking about it earlier. I wanted to avoid a 1-mana minion dying on the board with Effigy.
Get it out! Get it out!
Okay, so maybe this is a Polymorph turn. I mean, there's Tony. We could just play Tony, aka Antonidas. He's a taunt, right? He's a taunt. You got to get rid of him. You can't leave that guy on the board. Or do I? If I play Tony, he's going to invest everything, right, to kill him. Yeah. Do you require my assistance? Yes, we do. We're sacrificing you, Tony. We're sacrificing you on the board here because you're going to proc Effigy for us. If he can kill Antonidas. He may not be able to. Yeah, he needs to kill. Yeah, he's doing, look at this. He's doing everything he can to kill Antonidas here. Yeah. Whoopsie-daisy. Doom for everyone. That's 9 damage. And that's a Flame Strike. Doom for you. Fearsome Doom Guard. Yeah, who's the Warlock now? That was a fun game. That's why I love Tempo Mage. It's so fun. Okay. This next game. Let's see if we can get a better opening hand. Okay, that's something, I guess. It's a 2 and a 3. It's a curve. Oh, a 2, a 3, and a 4. We can count. We can do math. That's pretty good. But we're facing a priest here. Wild mode priests are interesting because they tend to be, you know, N'Zoth, Death Rattle, heavy decks. And they run the usual priest board clears. I mean, Light Bomb, Holy Nova, Excavated Evil, and so on. All of those cards are applicable in wild mode, particularly Light Bomb, which you don't see in standard. So this is going to be a case of, can I kill him before he goes crazy with the Death Rattles and the board clears? That's the question here. Can I kill him? Shadow Word Pain. Isn't that interesting? So, the effigy there. The idea is we play Piloted Shredder next turn, and he kills the Shredder, and we get good effigy value. Alternatively, we play the Ethereal Conjurer on turn 5, and we also get good effigy value. That's the aim here, right? That's the aim. So, I mean, I could have Frostbolted the Cleric or played the Torch, because you don't want to leave Clerics alive, but here I just value the minion. Okay, value getting the minion on board. That's a Sludge Belcher. That's really annoying, actually. It's incredibly annoying. There's Tony. What do I do here? I can, yeah, just play both spells. It seems like a massive, well, not a waste, but it's a massive commitment. Killing a Sludge Belcher which I know is going to come back to life with N'Zoth probably at turn 10. But this is okay because here the Shredder is getting value. Right, it killed a slime, and it's going to kill a cleric. Polymorph Boar or the Forgotten Torch. Polymorph Boar really good against big threats, but the Torch, in this case, is it's just damage, right?
Welcome to the exhibit.
So that's pretty good. I didn't play the Mana Worm there, if you noticed. That's because I don't want the Effigy to go off on the Mana Worm. I want Effigy to go off on one of these big ones. I'll take it. It's a 4/4. Oh God, Nat, this bloody hell, the Dark Fisher. That's bad news for me. That's gonna draw him cards now. Oh dear Lord. So, yeah, we are not a mill deck. We do not want to be drawing him any more cards. It didn't. Oh. Jeez, that's so bad. And do you know what? That's happened to me so often. It's happened to me so often in the last few weeks, you know? Yeah, look, I just drew him a card. It's happened to me so often. My shredders have been terrible. Oh dear, we need to kill him off as soon as possible. It annoys me so much when I see him pop out of a shredder.
Let me change your mind.
And there's a let me change your mind. Okay, so we can kill off that terrible card by trading it into the 4/5. Yeah. This isn't too bad. This board is partially resistant to Light Bomb because of the Water Elemental.
I have no time for games.
Oh dear, that's a problem. Sylvanas, how do we navigate her? It's a bit awkward. Oh, hello, that's a really interesting card. I could have played Antonidas there for a 5/all, but no. We just do it like this. How's he going to get through these two taunts? I mean, he could Light Bomb here and Sylvanas steals something. But those taunts are really annoying. He didn't have a Holy Nova, so he couldn't get through. That's so good for me now. And this probably wins me the game. Oh, there's the Light Bomb. Okay, he's trying to guarantee. Oh, okay. I think he was trying to guarantee, yeah, that Sylvanas stole one of the proper minions and not 0-2. But there we go, win streak bonus, beating a priest. Always feels good when you beat a priest. Always feels good. There we go, rank 12. Happy days. And some gold too. Happy, happy days. Okay, let's look at one more game against a guy called Happy Fruits, or a girl, I don't know, it's a guy or a girl. Happy Fruits. Great name, that. Better than my name. I have a friend who plays Hearthstone, and his character name is I Like Cabbage. That's one of the best names that I've ever seen. I Like Cabbage. Very creative.
Hello.
So, Warlock time. It's either the Mad Scientist or it's the Double Mana Worm. Now, Double Mana Worm is insane if we get spells for the following turn. We don't have any spells that we can play after this. But we may as well, right? Because one of the Mana Worms is getting buffed up there. So if it's a Zoolock, it'll probably trade into something. And hopefully survive. Maybe. We've got the ability to ping next turn. Oh, Dark Bomb. So this does not look like it is Zoolock. Zoolocks don't tend to play Dark Bomb. They prefer to play low-cost minions in place of 2-cost spells. So this could very well be Reno Lock. He's tapping. It's not Zoolock then. This is more than likely Reno Lock. Soulfire discards a Drake, yes. Twilight Drake. Handlock or Reno Lock. One of the two. Either is potentially bad for me. I'd say Reno Lock is worse because you can burst them down and they can heal. Handlocks don't run Reno, but if you get them too low, they can put giants on the board, taunt them up, and there are all sorts of issues associated with that. Oh, a dragon handlock? What on earth is this deck? I don't get it. Okay, so we'll get trade there, I guess. Okay. Didn't get the value there from our scientist, but and now we don't get the best of value from Effigy, but we get something. Oh, that trades perfectly. That trades absolutely perfectly. And I'm playing a Belcher here. This is working out so far. But I'm scared of what is in that hand. I'm really scared of what is in that hand. Wow. So this is a Dragon Warlock. It's not Reno Lock then, it's a Dragon Warlock. Okay. We can break through the taunt. The important thing now is damage, right? We have 6 on board, +1 from the ping. We have Fireland's Portal, that's 5. Hellfire? Okay. But he's putting himself down as well. The question now, of course, is we can play the portal. Do we portal the face, or do we portal the minion? We portal the minion. And we clear. Let's just play it safe, right? Let's just play it safe. Why take the risk? Why take the risk? Play it safe. Because he's tapping for some reason. And against the Tempo Mage with cards in hand, you really don't want to be tapping. You really don't want to be tapping. I mean, you know, you're scared of things like double fireball, right? Just burn. You're scared of burn. And the question now is, do we go face? I could ping the shield off, potentially, just in preparation for Flame Strike the following turn. Or I could just do this and ping face. Heh, that's ping face. Now, second game in a row where those 0-2 taunts, those mirror images, are potentially going to win me this game. Because how does he now get access to the Lothar and the Kodo? That's very important here. Very important. And he didn't have a Twisting Nether, so... But of course he'd feel awkward with a Twisting Nether, particularly with a 4-6 on board and a 1-1 on board. He's going to load up the board. I did not see Defender of Argus anywhere. So he's going to get a nasty surprise very shortly. Oh, hello. We don't even... Wait, 8... It's lethal. We don't even need to Flame Strike. We just go face. This is amazing. Tempo Mage. Yep, and that's why you don't tap. Because you die to burn. And there we go. Another win streak. And that takes us to rank 9. With this Tempo Mage deck playing what I like to call a little bit of everything. You know, a Polymorph here. You know, an Antonidas there. An Arcane Giant here. And so on. You know, and effective deck. Right? Effective deck that has worked out so far. And I don't feel like we missed cards like Arcane Missiles, for example. And did you notice something? There is no Flamewaker in this deck. I can't believe that, actually. It's only now that I think about it that I notice that Flamewaker is missing. Who needs Flamewaker when you've got a deck that still works. Right, I hope you enjoyed the video, everyone, and if you did, please like it on YouTube and please subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. Do take care, and I'll see you all again very, very soon.